So I want to talk about like ego death. And I'll share an experience I had maybe like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying, over the summer. And this is the summer where everything was going on. You know what I'm saying, like politically and things, and you know, in Minnesota and things like of that sort. So like, yeah, just over that summer, like being there and protesting, going back and forth, to West Fourth, just being, you know, them nights in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like I had an ego death, you know what I'm saying, where like a lot of the things I prioritized before didn't like matter as much to me as much as for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt a lot of like gratitude from that experience. Like, you know what I'm saying, just that's what I felt like. Just a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like acceptance over a lot of shit I was tripping about. And yeah, that was cool. It was dope. You know what I'm saying?
I think my shit was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I ain't gonna hold you. The way this pandemic been hitting, because it hit me crazy once you said like that shit was 2 years ago. Like all this shit just been one like clip for real. This shit is so crazy. Like my sense of time is completely warped. But my shit happened however long ago. I was probably like 18. I'm 21 now, so 3 years ago. I'll be 22 this year. So yeah. Niggas was low key. That trip, I had like a good trip, a bad trip, and an ego death in the same like in like 7 hours or some shit.
Yeah.
Like it started when me and my niggas was in my room. We all took the shrooms and we was watching this. We was watching Vice. You ever seen Vice City by XXX Tentacion? And how it's like the Vice City game. It's like a screenshot.
Nah, but we're going.
Like the cover, the cover art of that shit. Yeah, the cover art of that shit. Yeah.
Oh, it's like
it's like
GTA
a taxi or some
inspired
shit driving. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a literal thing in GTA.
Okay.
Like, so niggas see the taxi and shit. Niggas tapped into the music or whatever, and we just watching this shit, and it was like, I don't even think it was 30 minutes since niggas took the shrooms, but we all just zoomed into it. And then for me, I don't know about them, shit started like fucking moving, like we was playing GTA, like I'm driving.
Like the pictures moving and shit.
Oh, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then the song ended and everybody just quiet, and I'm like, yo, did niggas see that shit too? And then niggas was like, yo. Oh, so that's when the shit started busting. We started listening to mad music. I mean, watching mad music videos and shit. You know, my son Shamar, shout out Shamar, he like, yo, we gotta go outside. And we go outside, yo, bro, the moon.
Yeah, it's always better to be outside, word.
The full moon is out, air feeling great. Niggas went to the store. I made a song about this shit too. It's like bad old. But then like come to the end of the trip, my cousin gets up first, and then my son Cash, he just got up and left, and then immediately the vibe switched. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck, why did you do that? And then everybody just leaving one by one, and the shit kind of just started like getting a little weird.
Yeah, it works, yeah.
Then we start, me and my son Michael here now, and we watching YouTube videos, and then this one this one video just tripped me out. It was like some little people falling into the shadow of some big ass nigga or some shit, and it was like on some cycle shit. And then I went into like a spiral. I was going mad, like making all these connections just because everything is one, and I just couldn't stop doing it. I was like, what the fuck? And then I eventually calmed down. And then when I woke up, I just felt like completely new with like 3 different lessons. And it was like everything is one. We always in the cycle.
We're always in a cycle.
And we always waiting for something to happen, type shit.
Always waiting for something to happen. And
then like ever since then, I really just didn't like. Not saying that I wasn't ever like trying to pull strings. Like I always do me type shit. That shit made doing me a lot easier.
Okay, I understand.
And not getting too caught up in the outer web of things.
No, for sure. I think that was something we was talking about a couple pods. Not too long ago, but just staying true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the shit that you put out in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, music, whatever. Like, just being true to yourself and not letting too much outside influences influence you. You know what I'm saying? Because the world can raise you if you let it. You know, the world can change you if you let it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's important. Staying true to yourself, and that's a theme that runs along in the music too. Yeah. And this shit is subconscious. You feel me? Like I told you about, like subconsciously with the photography. Same thing with the music, bro. When I hear like old songs I made, it's like I'm trying to tell myself something. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like a lot of this shit into reality.
And then when you learn the lesson, it's like that's so like fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I always try to tell people like be intentional with their art, and try to say a message, good or bad or whatever it is, but like be clear in your intent. You know what I'm saying?
Intention is like the first step. Intention should be everybody's first step, low key.
So to music, you think?
Yeah.
So like, what's the process for you? Cause I know like you make beats. Sometimes like you have your man's beats. So like what's the process of like a track for you?
Low key, I just be writing on some shit. Like I'll be angry, and another thing, like I'll be angry writing something, and then I'll record it, and it'll be hard to record because like I wasn't as angry as I was when I wrote it. So like the shit not as fresh, but I still end up getting it off. But as far as like the process, like I don't know. Like I'll tell you the process of this big project that I've been working on. Like I just been like letting things come to me, like living life type shit.
Yeah.
And then I'll like hear something and I'll be like, all right, that's gonna be the title. This gonna be that for the title, blah blah blah. And then like I'll hear beats here and there, and off rip the title had like a certain vibe that I wanted to give off. So once I heard the beat, it's like, all right, cool, that's gonna be for that. And then as the ideas become cohesive, I start writing to the tracks and shit. And then as they get finished, I order them.
Okay.
Shit.
So you think project first? Like you think like as term of...
Not really. I was just using the project as an example. I really like. I don't know. I kind of just be doing whatever. Like, I got a couple of singles I plan on dropping soon. Singles with like videos or whatever. Like I don't really got a tactic to how I make music. Shit kind of just be happening, but it does end up becoming a cohesive thing. So it's just something that be happening type shit.
Sure.
Yeah. You listen to music while you're creating?
Like, do I listen to other music?
Yeah.
Yeah, here and there. I mean, for the most part, I low-key be listening to music like all the time. Like, this is not even a flex for real, because there's some niggas with like 10,000 songs in their library. But I got like 3,000, and I'm constantly just looking for new shit, or just like sample digging or whatever. So like, I take influence from a lot of things. I take influence from movies or cartoons or shit I see in real life, whatever. To answer your question, yeah.
Okay. I learned that like for me like for processing albums and for music that resonates with me, like a single's cool, like a single will get my attention, but the artists that like that I'll pull up on, you know what I'm saying, if they give me a day notice that they'll be somewhere, is like the ones that have a strong project. I feel like I always resonate like with a project first, and then it goes from there, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, as far as my art, like I'll be thinking of a bigger picture and I'll break it down into a bunch of small parts. You know what I'm saying? But like, you always keep the bigger picture in mind though. You know what I'm saying? Like how to package it after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like everything just comes and then you put it in art.
True word. But some artists don't listen to other music while they record because they feel like it could influence the music, for one. For two, comparison is, the thief of joy, you know what I'm saying? And while you're making music, you know what I'm saying, it's not good to compare with, you know, shit that's out as well. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I also understand artists that be like, nah, I don't. But what I like to do is listen to different styles of music. So, like, reggae, I put reggae in. I love Afrobeat, bro. I love Afrobeat. Shout out Rima, feel me? If you're in the city, come to the podcast. Gotta see for you. But he's an Afrobeat artist. I'm saying that, like, anytime I'm in the car, the sun's out, like, it feels, you know what I'm saying? That shit just makes you feel good, bro. Like, it's great vibration.
Yeah.
So, like, I love listening to other styles of music before I come here and record and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
and then,
get you in the vibe type shit.
yeah, word. Some of my best verses, hip-hop verses, come from listening to, like, a whole nother style of music, I swear to God.
Type shit.
Really?
Yeah. Whatever it do to get you, whatever it is to get you in that headspace type shit. Like, I be going on walks and all that when I listen to music and shit. Like, sitting in the park. I ain't gonna hold you, riding in the park is fire. Like, just taking inspiration in, taking in the vibes. And then, always, like I said, like, your intent. Like, you always gonna get what you want off as long as your focus is that song or, like, the theme of that song and the goal of it. Type shit. Or at least that's how it worked to me. Something like that.
True word, though.